For IELTS 7, it's about, they need to be really good writers basically, yeah. And at that level, you need to respond really well to the questions and actually frame your answer, really carefully to the wording of the question. Whereas at lower levels, it's probably enough to have a kind of a more generic response and just be relevant to the question. At IELTS 7, you actually really need to make every word count, and you need to give really concrete examples and really make sure you're carrying a lot of meaning in your writing. And you need more flexibility, and you need to actually say more. You need to actually carry more meaning, and that requires a range and flexibility and greater accuracy with language. But in short, there's no magic bullet really. You just actually need to develop your language skills and your writing skills as well, and become a really good writer. So this is a recently new course that we've launched here, and it's basically, we have 4 evenings a week. We want to help people become better writers, and in order to do that, they need to do a lot of writing. So we do a lot of writing in class, some timed, but a lot in a kind of workshop situation. So maybe we'll look at a question together and we'll plan it together, and then everybody will write the introduction. And then we compare the introductions and we look at the bits that work from different people's, and we feed in language. So that kind of workshop-y idea. And we also do a lot of work with language. An example, I taught the class last week, and we were looking at a kind of a process diagram, and describing it as a task 1. And we did a lot of work together, kind of planning it. And then we wrote a section. And then we did some language work around the language of cause and effect. So this will result in, this causes, this affects, those kinds of structures. And then lots of reformulation, so that people are taking a sentence, writing it again, including some specific language, which really makes them manipulate language and helps build accuracy and flexibility with language. So a lot of writing, a lot of individualized feedback, and a lot of attention to language at quite a high level. Yeah, that's kind of what we do.